So this one, basically it's a CD that I've painted, and I've just done a, you know what I did? You know, I don't know if you watched when Paula did the glue gun and she was trying to make circles and shapes and all that with the glue gun. Well, that's what I've done with this. This is just done with the glue gun. So this is what I've done, and I've just stuck it on here, and it's painted in Fairy Sheet Nada. And again, coat of clear wax. Yeah, so it's painted in Nada. I've given it a coat of clear wax, and you can probably see, if I hold it up close enough, where I've started to do the black waxing. So you'll see here where the black wax is, and there where it's not.
It's coming through pretty clearly.
Yep. So you can see the difference there. I've actually done this with a little bit of texture as well. I just used, not texture paste, but I just usually use something like polyfiller or something, and I water it down, and that's how I get most of my texture. So there's a bit of texture in there as well, but I'll show you that closer up in a minute. And this one again is another. What? It's an old one. It's a 360 one.
That's one of my games.
You just noticed it's one of his game DVDs. But it's an old one, it's for the old Xbox, so I'm fine.
Are you? You've got very different definitions of fine.
See what happens when he's at work. I just go around the house looking for stuff to... Oh dear. So this one, again, is another disc. I've got a little clay flower on this one. And you can see the texture on here. Again, I've just used the thin down polyfiller, and I've sponged it on, so up and down to give you the nice texture. And then if I bring it in, you'll see where I've started to use the white wax, and you will see how it's getting into all the little grooves, which is fab. And it's all around here, the white wax, so you can see the difference, especially up here, between the white wax and the bit that's just clear waxed. If that's too much, you can always put more clear wax on just to pull it back. It's entirely up to you. But I hadn't used the any white wax before until I did the little heart frames that you may have seen. And it came up really nice.
So damn much for it.
It's fab texture, Fiona. I'm really chuffed with it. I'm going to do a bit of mixed media with that, I think, just to up and down on the sponge. It creates a really nice texture. Stop moaning. So yeah, so that is that. So I'll pop the camera down a wee bit and I'll show you me doing a little bit of these, and then I'll show you my mirror.
They're beautiful.
I know they're old ones. I think I'm in the doghouse. Right, I'll bring these that way, that's the better way. It's awkward when it's, because it's all back to front. Yeah, basically it's just, let me show you actually, it's not even polyfiller as such, it's not the make polyfiller, Fiona, it is this stuff, all-purpose filler, and that is a 750 grams, it's a big pot, and it's out the pound shop. So that's all I use, and just water it down. I'll show you the consistency. So you can see there. So I just literally water it down, wee bit of water at a time, just to, you can see on the lid there how it's kind of sticking up. A wee bit of water at a time, mixed up, just to the consistency you want it. You can make it, you could do it thick, it's entirely up to yourself. Just depends on what kind of look that you're going for. So I have all my, I always use, or nearly always use, stipple brushes for my waxing. Aye, probably does, Fiona.
Aye, well.
And it's just as good to use. It creates fab texture, so it's great. Yeah, so I normally always, because usually what I'm waxing has some kind of texture, I usually always use my brushes. So I've got specific brushes, I've even written on them so I don't get them mixed up. So we've got my clear wax brush, as you can probably tell by the colour, my black wax brush and my white wax brush. And that was actually a set that Pete got me a while ago, I think from Amazon. And I always keep them separate from my other brushes.
I've also ordered you more just today.
Yeah, he's ordered me more brushes today, isn't he wonderful? So I'm using, obviously, Fairy Sheet black wax. Now I haven't got, I'm kind of running low on the black wax, so I'm just going to give you a wee demo on this one because I need it for the mirror. I'll try and get you into, right, I hope you can see this, guys, and I'm literally just dabbing it on with my brush, getting into all the kind of wee crevices and things, and you can put as much or as little on. I'll brush to the side. Clean cloth. I'm just, basically this is just a microfiber cloth, I think from Home Bargains. You get the pack of 4 or something. And you'll see the bit I've done there is a lot darker. So all I'm going to do is take this and gently pull it back just to where I want it. You can go into the wee bits if you want, if you just want the black kind of round your edges of your pattern. And I'm pulling it back. Pulling it back, there we go. And then you can see the difference that makes. Right, so that's the black, and quickly show you this white. So there's the white if you haven't seen it, the Fairy Sheet white wax. And my white brush. And I'm just going to do the same with this one. Put it on my flower, get it into the wee crevices on my flower, because that's where you really notice it the best. And I just dab up and down to try and get it into all the wee bits. So you'll see that there, how dark, well it's not dark, but how thick it is. And I'm just going to take my cloth and pull it back as much as I want to. Same with the flower, very gently, and you'll see how it sits in the crevices of that flower. It just is fab. I'm going to pull this back a wee bit too white. As I say, if you go too far, you can always, as long as you've got your clear wax on underneath, you can always just pull it back by putting more clear wax on. And you can see the little crevices. I've got lots of white wax in them, as well as all the raised texture. So that is that, guys. Now my mirror. Try and get you in a position so you can see my mirror, because I'm going to black wax my mirror. I'll get rid of the white wax now. You can probably see the edges of it. I'll move the table rather than move the camera, because it might be a wee bit easier. So I hope you can see all my flowers. It's got lots of flowers, lots of leaves and different things, and it's taken me quite a wee while. They're all clay. And I've painted them with a sort of plummy purpley colour. It probably looks different on camera. It's not as purple as what it probably looks on camera. It's more of a plummy colour, and you'll probably see it shining a wee bit, and that's because I've already put the clear wax on it to start with. So this is going to be the fun bit. It's fun painting this because there's so many crevices. It was a nightmare. I had to make the paint really thin and do about 3 coats, because getting into everywhere is just exhausting. So back to my black wax. Don't worry, I'm not going to do the whole mirror and make you watch it. You like that? I thought you would like that colour, Karen. I thought that would be your kind of colour. As I say, it's not as purpley as it might look on there, I'm not sure because the camera's at an angle, but it's quite plummy looking. I'm trying to pick a spot where you're actually going to see it's opposite way, isn't it? Right, so if I do this flower here, I think you should be able to see that. Make sure I've got enough on here. I like to have quite a lot on my brush, and then I can pull it back. Right, so I'm going to go in with this flower now. You should be able to see that, I think, because it's quite dark. But I want to, but the stipple brush is great for getting into the crevices and things. and there's a lot of creams. This is a big rose, and I want to make sure that I'm getting in to all the, same with the leaves and the other flowers round about it. I'll probably end up using the rest of this wax that I've got. I don't think I've got any more. Might have to order some from Paula. Right guys, I'm going to pull it back. I'll move you down that way a wee bit, better for you. And then I'm just going to pull it back with a cloth. Wow, I like that. You can see the definition that that gives. Wow, I like that. I really like that. So I'm loving that. That is going to look fab. It's going to take quite a lot to do the whole mirror. As I say, there's lots of nooks and crannies in this because of all the different clay flowers and leaves and things that I've got on here. But it is gonna it just jumps out because of the black wax, which is fab. I'm going to pull that back a wee bit. And then what I'm probably going to do is I've also got my gold, my gold wax, Fairy Chic gold, and let's just see, put some of my finger in there now, on this rose, and I'm going to just then go around with the gold. Wow, I like that. I'm hoping you can see that. And see the gold round there, wow, I'm just loving that. It's just setting it off. And if I just take a little bit, I don't want to go mad with the gold, but just that against the black as well, I think is going to look fab. So I'm actually really pleased with that.